check.
OtisWho music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
OtisWho music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the, let me see if I can get this right now, High at Noon News with your man, OtisWho.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes, 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 I got it right. And yes, I'm not trying to be funny. I am high this time. Glad to be here. It's Friday here in St. Louis, Missouri. We are live. It is now 12:02. I'm going to present the news, the top news stories that are interesting to me. I have 5 of them. Actually, the first 3 are locally. I'm going to always, good or bad, let you guys know what's going on in our local area. And there is something else in common with these first 3 stories. I'm going to hold out. I want you, if you can, and I appreciate it if you can, if you stick around that long, pay attention to the first 3 stories and comment in the chat, if you would, what is the common denominator in those 3 stories. It's going to be blatantly obvious when you start listening to the stories. But with that being said, before I get into it, hit the like button as you enter the room. I appreciate you. Subscribe, share. To the left, if you pay attention, you're going to see all my social media platforms. Please do what you need to do to be a part of those platforms. I appreciate it. If you would like to donate to the show and support the show, you see my Cash App banner at the top. And also, I am monetized. By all means, feel free to hit the super chat. 99 cents goes a long way. I appreciate it. So let's get right into the show. But first and foremost, before I get into it, you know what I like to do. I have to start every show, no matter what the format is, I have to start off every show with this song. It gets the tone and the mood going. So let's get right into it.
It ain't gonna work. The weapon may come, but it ain't gonna work. The weapon may fall, but it ain't gonna work. No, no. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No, it won't, no, it won't. It won't work. I want you to know God will do what He said He's gonna do. He will stand by His word. He will come through. No weapon formed against you. It may try, but it won't. It can't harm you. It won't work.
Yes, yes, yes. If you're going to start a show, that's how you start the show, with that song. Yes, yes. Let's get right into it. As you can see, the top stories of the day, we have 5. As you can see, I'm going to go down the line. We're going to take care of all of them. I'm not going to try my best to keep you long at all. I'm going to get straight to the point. But like I said, pay attention, if you can, to the first 3 stories. They are all local here in the St. Louis area, and there's a common denominator. So please pay close attention to that. If you figure it out, and once you figure it out, please drop it in the comment. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get straight to where you at. Let's get straight to the first story. Here we go. So let me get that ready here. Now, this is crazy. Well, it's actually, it's not crazy. It is what it is. And it never goes to show you that you're never too old to get or to break or commit crimes, basically. You're never too old, as you can see. Here we go. Shout out to Voice of the People _news here in St. Louis, Missouri. They're on Instagram. They're based here in St. Louis with myself, and a lot of my local news I get from them. So shout out to them. If you could go subscribe to them and also drop a comment in the link letting them know, hey, Otis is doing a great job of interpreting your print media to live streaming. At least if I do say so myself. Let's go. 3 people have pled guilty to federal charges and admitted fraudulently obtaining 9 auto loans worth nearly $350,000. Willie Roy Carter, 75, pleaded guilty in U.S. District Court in St. Louis Thursday to 1 count of bank fraud and 1 count of mail fraud. Kizzy Davis, also known as Kizzy Lofton, 46, pled guilty October 31st to 1 count of mail fraud. Her husband, Charles Davis Jr., 57, pled guilty October 24th to 1 count of bank fraud and 1 count of mail fraud. Carter, aided by Charles and Kizzy Davis, applied for auto loans between July 23rd, 2018 and August 1st, 2018, using fraudulent purchase and loan documents. Carter did not own or plan to buy the vehicle as represented in the loan applications. Carter claimed the cars were being sold by City Limits Auto Sales, a business name registered in Missouri in 2016 by Charles Davis. Carter gave the loan checks to Charles Davis to deposit. Money orders for monthly loan payments were purchased by Kizzy Davis and mailed via the United States Postal Service from Florida to lenders in Missouri to lull the financial institutions into believing the automobile purchases were legit and delayed the reporting of the fraudulent activity. The 9 loans totaled $345,444. Carter also admitted charging $10,396 on 2 credit cards that he never paid off. Charles is scheduled to be sentenced January 28, 2025. Kizzy Davis is scheduled to be sentenced February 13, 2025. And Carter is scheduled to be sentenced 5 days later. Listen, they kept it in the family. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. No, I'm not going to do that. Leave it in the chat. But they kept it in the family. But that's crazy. But this stems back from 2018. I'm trying to say, yes. This is a federal charge. Yes, federal charges. Yeah. They coming after you guys. And they do not care how old you are. They don't care. They're coming after you. When I say they, I mean the federal government. Wow. You guys better get it together. That's crazy. Moving on. Our next story. St. Louis man sentenced 46 months for tax returns. Now, this is an interesting story. Tax season is upon us. A lot of people are getting their, well, actually, they're not getting them now. Let me slow up. You will be receiving your W-2s in the very near future next month. I don't think anyone has received their tax returns, their W-2s as of yet, but you would definitely be receiving them next month. So this is really tax season right now. So please listen to this story because, again, they don't care who you are. When I say they, I'm talking about the federal government. Here we go. Again, shout out to VOTP, Voice of the People _news. U.S. District Judge Audrey G. Flessing on Wednesday sentenced a St. Louis, Missouri tax preparer to 46 months in prison for filing false tax returns that caused an estimated tax loss of $2.5 million. Robert Droge, 59, pled guilty in June to 4 counts of aiding in the preparation of a fraudulent tax return and admitted preparing at least 34 false tax returns in his home office, Bob's Tax Service, in the 6500 block of Morganford Road in St. Louis. That's on the south side. Wow. Droge prepared returns for clients that contained false or fraudulent information, including medical expenses, charitable contributions, personal property rental expenses, non-business bad debt, and other deductions. The government alleged that Droge caused a total loss to the Internal Revenue Service of an estimated $2.5 million. Return preparer fraud is such an egregious crime because of the trust taxpayers place in those they choose to prepare their tax returns, said IRS Criminal Investigation Special Agent in Charge William Stevenson, St. Louis Field Office. We always hope that the possibility of prison time will be a deterrent to those thinking of playing games with the nation's tax system. Wow. Be careful, you guys. There are a lot of shady, quote unquote, tax preparers out there. Actually, anybody and a mama turns into tax professionals right around January. Right around January, they run them out of their own homes. And some of you guys, let's keep it real. Some of you so-called clients know what you're getting into because you want a bigger, quote unquote, return. As you can see, them boys coming after you. So, hey, please, 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 I implore you, be careful. But if not, that's all on you. I hope you get caught so I could talk about you. For real. And that's how that go. Real deal. So what's going on with that next story? What do we have up next? Oh, yeah. This is the last story here for us, the St. Louis area. Here we go. Wow. I have to be careful and tread very lightly on this story here. And I really, really would like you guys' participation and comments because it's going to draw up some energy here. Because the title of this, let me go ahead and say it. I am mama by any means necessary. And once I read this story, you're going to understand and understand the explanation of that title. The question is, how many parents would do almost anything for their child? That's the question. Let's get into it. Again, shout out to VOTP_news, Voice of the People. Let's read the title. Mama Bear wasn't about to let anyone touch her cub, regardless of what he was accused of. Very, very interesting story. 2 charged in connection with St. Louis cafe shooting. Authorities have charged 2 individuals following a violent incident on October 19, 2024, at the Next Time Cafe in Dalewood. That's literally about 5 minutes down the street from me. Crazy. And I didn't hear anything about this story. The North County Police Cooperative reports that Demana Payne, and hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correct, and if I don't, I apologize. Demana Payne, the cafe manager, is facing a felony charge for allegedly obstructing the investigation into a shooting involving her son, Damon Stevens. Last year, VTOP News had the opportunity to cover Payne's work revitalizing the Castle Point community, where she was dedicated to renovating homes and uplifting the neighborhood. Known for her passion and commitment, Payne became a prominent community figure, admired for creating positive change in the Point. It's no surprise then that Payne would fiercely protect her family. Court documents show that now allege that she stopped. I can't even read. Slow down, sir. Slow down, sir. Where I'm at. Court documents now allege that she stepped into Mama's Bear Road, going so far as to tamper with surveillance footage and provide misleading information to shield her son from the investigation. Stevens accused of assault in the first degree and armed criminal action, that's her son, remains at large. Witnesses claim he fired a weapon during an altercation, causing serious injuries. Surveillance footage reportedly shows Penn pushing Stevens, her son, identified as the shooter, out of the cafe after the incident. North County Police Cooperative, working with the St. Louis County Police Prosecutor's Office, has pursued charges to hold both individuals accountable as the community watches closely, hoping for justice. Again, you know what I say. Here's my belief: the truth and the story is always in the comments. So let me go down to the comments. But before I do that, let me go ahead and, because I did a horrible job in reading that, I apologize. But let me go ahead and summarize that. You have a very prominent young lady in the St. Louis community giving back to her community in an area that is very impoverished. It's run down. The property values are low as hell, and they're trying their best to bring it up. The crime rate is high. It's something going on in that particular municipality all the time. So she was one of the individuals in that community trying her best to revitalize it, renovate homes, bring the property value back up. Well, with that being said, while she was at work, her son came into the establishment. Obviously, he had a weapon on him, which was probably illegal to have in that establishment anyway. I'm just assuming. He got into an altercation. He pulled out a weapon, unprovoked, stupid, fired, and injured someone. The mother, seeing this, because she's there, she's the manager, took down the surveillance cameras, or I don't know if she took it down, I don't know if she erased it. She did something to the surveillance cameras to hide or try to hide and conceal her son's involvement. And there were witnesses shown to prove that she pushed him out of the building into a car, whatever, just to get out the building to get away. So now she's being charged with a felony along with her son, which her son is still on the loose for the crime. Hopefully I summarize it as best as I could, but that's what's going on. Now, in St. Louis, Missouri, I'm pretty sure it's like this no matter where you at. Some parents, especially mothers, would do almost anything for their child. Anything. Some parents won't. If you break the law, your ass going to jail. At least that's what my mama told me. I kind of believe. I never was in a situation where she had to lie for me or anything like that. Of course not. But man, I don't think she would have did it. She already told me she wouldn't have. But this one right here, she's a rider. She is a rider. Let's read some of these comments. They're interesting. Not for real, but they are. Okay, one comment. Here we go. What she do wrong again? That part. Let me see. Mama Page been solid, and she always gonna look out for D or any of her kids. Let me see here. She's definitely wrong covering up the fact that her son shot and hurt someone in an argument. What the hell is solid about that? She raised an emotional, unstable boy child. Wow, okay. Integrity is definitely not important to this news source. Okay. Shaking my head. I see why these young folks are like this. I agree with that. I would have done just what she did. Okay. I need all the details. Was her son defending himself? Great question. That's the first question I heard that was very intelligent. Great question. Let me see. I'm standing with my girl no matter what. The key word here is allegedly, and honestly, I don't know too many other mothers of African-American children that wouldn't have done the same. My mama wouldn't have done that. She already told me. Oh my God, this can't be real. Yeah, it's real. Okay, wow. There it is. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Wow. Well, listen, those are the first three stories. I have two left. Those are the first three news stories that are based here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you don't mind, please recap and pay attention and write down in the chat, what do all three stories have in common? If you would, leave a comment in the chat, and I definitely appreciate it. I really would. But it's crazy, and it's so blatantly obvious to me. But go ahead, if you don't mind, go over the stories again. But it should stand out already. Go ahead and leave a comment in the chat and let me know what all three stories have in common. I appreciate it. All right, let's go on to our next story. Board member goes on N-word field tirade. Interesting. Let me get that story together. Interesting. Yeah. Now this is new. It really is. This just came out yesterday. I don't know if too many people or news outlets, come on, stop playing, has this already. But let's get into this story. Penn State Advisory Board member goes on N-word field tirade, admits to being racist on video. Okay, here we go. Jonathan Spanos has since resigned from the advisory board after the video of the incident went viral, and we will play it. Just bear with me. Yet another person supposedly meant to help foster the education of students in hot water for having their naked racism captured on tape. Over the weekend, in a 40-second video posted by social media, Jonathan Spanos, a Pennsylvania-based white man, is seen going on a racist tirade after a dispute with an unidentified man and woman in the middle of the street. In the video, he can be heard spewing the N-word multiple times, specifically saying, "You're a half N, brother," referring someone not shown on camera. When the person recording this says, "You said the N-word on camera, that's gonna be great for you," Spanos says, I am a racist." Okay, let's get straight into the video, and then we will continue from that point on. Where is the video? I want to get to the video. Let's watch this video, because I want you guys to see this. Is this it? Come on, let's see if this is it. No, that's not it. I'm sorry, bear with me. Let's get this video played so we can see what's going on. Come on now. Is this it? Oh, come on. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to find the video, but it's giving me a hard time. Wow. Don't do me like this. Hold on. I know it's here. Is this it? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Here it is right here. This is it. My apologies. This is it right here. Come on. Come on up. Are you going to let me play it? Yeah, this is it right. Did they take it down? They probably took it down. This is it right here. Wow, they took the video down. Why did they? Wow. They took the video down, you guys. Well, anyway, let me just finish reading it. Days after the post, they took it down. It was right there. Okay, here it is. Here it is. No, my internet is just slow. My internet is just slow, but here it is. It's coming up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you guys for being patient. My apologies. Here we go. Let's listen to it.
Church again, and you're a fucking half brother nigger. Really? Yeah, you're half nigger brother. Yeah, you're half nigger brother. Fuck you. Half nigger brother. Fuck you. I don't have a half nigger brother. You do. keep videoing. It's okay.
Okay, you said the N-word, like, on camera. That's gonna be great for you.
Oh, that's right.
That's gonna be great for you.
I am. I am a racist. I hate
that?
trash.
Josh
You're right.
Spanners
I hate
is a
trash.
racist.
You pop me the finger.
racist.
You're wrong. Shame on you.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame on you. That's what I did. I said he has a half nigger brother.
That's gonna be great for you.
Wow.
I am a racist.
You
I
hear
hate
that?
trash. You're
Josh
right.
Spanners
I hate
is a
trash.
racist.
Damn, there it is. I'm hoping that was worth the wait, you guys. Damn. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but hopefully that was worth the wait. That was crazy. So there you heard it out of his own mouth. Let's continue. Days after the post, Penn State York responded on X, writing, Jonathan Spanos is no longer a member of the Penn State York Advisory Board. It added later in a separate response, this hateful language has no place in our community and is not reflective of the university's values or our desire to foster an inclusive environment. The appropriate offices of Penn State have been notified, and we are looking into this matter with urgency. Now, here, this is the most important thing right here. Pennsylvania has issues. Instances of university professors or officials saying something racist or discriminatory on tape are not uncommon, apparently, especially in Pennsylvania. In October, a University of Pennsylvania law professor said that the United States would be better off with more white people and less non-whites. She was suspended for a year with half pay. But that's not it. In September 2022, a professor of, I forgot that, I can't even pronounce that word, Duce or Duquin. If I even try to say it, I'm going to stutter and probably break out into a seizure. But whatever that university is, in Pittsburgh, was placed on leave after a video showing him using the N-word and giving permission for students to use it. Well, damn, was posted to social media. That's crazy. So they gave, let me read that again. I didn't read that right. Was placed on leave after a video showing him using an N-word and giving permission for students to use it as well was posted to social media. Damn. Hey, yes, Pennsylvania does have an issue. They do. Yeah, they do have issues. Yes, they do. Wow. Damn, that's crazy. Got to be more careful. At least in my mind, at least in my opinion, I'm not going to even lie. I'd rather know who I'm dealing with. At least that's what I get out the situation. I'm being honest. I'd rather know who I'm dealing with up front, close, and personal. No ifs and buts about it. I really would. Okay. But with that being said, we have one more story to go. One more story to go. Thank you guys for being patient with me, and I appreciate you. And we're coming and getting right through this. And we got one more. Let me get that ready for you. Where you at? All right, here we go. There we go. Last and not least, the last story of the day. And this is more light, more lighthearted, nothing serious, but very interesting. Last story of the day. And I'm for real. I really want to know the answer to this. Why women aren't craving sex anymore. Inquiring minds would like to know. Here we go. Now, I got this story from BuzzFeed, and it was very interesting. The title is, here are 17 raw confessions from women about why they're not craving sex anymore. Listen, let's get straight into this. Because I want to know. Here we go. Get out the way. All right. There's 17 of them. I'm not going to get all deep into them. I'm just going to read them. If you want to get all into it and break it down, by all means, go to BuzzFeed.com. That's where I got this information from. So let's get straight into it. Let's figure this out and do this together. Let's have some fun. Come on, come on. Okay. Their stories capture multiple sides of the sexual experience and are honestly enlightening. People might believe it's abnormal to abstain from sex when in reality, it's more common than you think. So here are some women who don't feel the desire to have sex anymore. Note, this doesn't reflect every woman's approach to sex. Everyone's experience is different. Note, this post includes topics of sexual, need to be careful, of SA and domestic abuse. Please proceed with caution. Ooh, I'm glad you said that. Ooh, shit. Okay. All right, let's proceed with caution. Number one, my ex started acting entitled, like I wasn't in the mood. If I was on my period, or if I was busy, or for example, cooking and dealing with hot grease, he would pout and give me the cold shoulder. And when we did have sex, he would leave right after to go watch TV at night because he was used to going to sleep very late. I felt so abandoned, being left in bed alone, no cuddles, etc. That's just ruined my desire pretty much. Wow. I understand that. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to read it. I was working long hours every other weekend, and I found out that my boyfriend was going to strip clubs when I was at work. I'm not attracted to men who go to strip clubs and other stuff like that. Once I dumped him, he began dating another guy. My libido came right back. What the? Unless you, what? Huh? So he turned gay, or he was already gay? What? Huh? Okay. Next reason. I realized that I expected a lot from men after having sex. I don't know if it's just me, but I've always expected a man to treat me with a higher level of romance than ever before. But they just fucking leave. Like, show me the love. Look into my eyes. Show me sweetness. Touch me. Hold me. Make me feel irresistible. I crave more and more intimacy the more I do it. I literally get nothing, not even the bare minimum. And this has been happening in all my relationships. I'm going to keep my comment to myself. I'm just reading these. Let's go. Wow. I got a lot to say on that. Number 4, an IUD that was placed incorrectly for about a year. It gave me nonstop bleeding and made penetrative sex feels like someone was stabbing me. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. That's a medical situation. That's a medical situation, of course. So that, to me, that doesn't count. If it's a medical situation, come on now, stop it. And I mean that in the most generous and most understandable way. Of course, if it's a medical situation, you're not going to want to have. Come on now, that should be totally understandable. Number 5, I've never had sex before, but my 2 close friends have, and explained to me on numerous occasions about the first times. I won't go into it, but each time they explained, it sounded significantly awful. I was consistently mocked for never having sex before, even though I'm still very young. Considering I have plans for a career and have had awful experiences with relationships in the past, I don't just see the appeal anymore. Yeah, crushes and boyfriends are nice and pleasure is cool, but is it even worth it? I don't know how young you are, but you just young. You gonna get it. You will get it. And I do mean that literally and figuratively. You gonna get it. You just young. But I like your frame of mind. I like what you're trying to do. Stay focused, get your career together, live life, get focused. I get it. But yeah. Take your time though. Take your time. Watching the men who I feel deeply in love with run after women who do online adult content. I saw his comments on Instagram. Hold on, what? Watching the men Watching the man who I feel deeply in love with run after women who do online content. Oh, okay, I got you. You was watching a man who you was in love with looking at adult content online. Okay, I got you. I read that all wrong. I saw his comments on Instagram and Reddit, as well as the responses from the women. I looked at all of them, their bodies, their faces, everything. And then I looked at myself. I don't know what happened, but it made me scared of intimacy. I craved intimacy, especially with him. But now I don't think I want to be touched by a man again. I'm quite literally scared of it. And it makes me want to crawl out of my skin when I think about being intimate with another man again. I don't understand that. What the hell did you read? And you looked at the bodies of the other people and you looked at yourself. What? I don't. That sounds like a low self-esteem situation. For us regarding yourself, not the guy looking on at porn and all that. That's a whole other situation, whatever. But yeah, you need it. Yeah, wow. Number 7, resentment. It's hard to help. It's hard to want to be physical with your partner when they can't meet your basic needs in a relationship. Yeah, I almost said something. You're not married, so it's not too late. But before you get married, which that doesn't seem like you're going to get married, know who you marrying. Next, number 8. You can get out of that. That ain't nothing. You haven't walked down the aisle yet. You good. The constant request for anal sex when I hate it. Every fucking thing will lead back to wanting anal, but it's just a joke. I hate men now. I utterly despise them to the core of my being. I'm going to keep going past that. Number 9, being asexual and figuring out that's why I didn't want to have sex with anyone. I participated on occasion with partners who wanted to, but it always felt like a chore. So I'm thankful to have a fellow ace as a partner now. Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone. Number 10, I got dressed up, bought lace panties and such, and went and sat on his lap. He pushed me off. He said he was watching the game and didn't have time. So I said to pause the TV. He just glared at me and asked, "What's all this?" While looking me up and down. I was like, "It's our anniversary." And he said, "And I am single now." Yeah. Now, I'm going to say something disrespectful, serious, but joking at the same time. Did you look like this? Now, if you look like this, ain't no way in hell he would have pushed you off the lap. I'm joking, but serious at the same time. But I'm joking. I kid. Did you look like that, though? Wow. Number 11. Here we go. Number 11. Let me read. I just looked at this over here. What is going on here? Is this doing what it's supposed to do? Hold on, bear with me. This is crazy. What is this at? What does it got up to? Okay. All right, well, we'll see what's going on. Okay, number 11. Finding out he had a porn addiction. He defended his porn addiction and tried to rationally explain it to me like it's just something that he's always done, and I have to deal with it. It's just too hard. I was already almost 9 months pregnant at the time. I tried to get over it when I had postpartum, despite still not feeling good enough, not feeling good about it. He hit me in the face during sex without consenting or warning. Damn, it put me off for good. Damn, he hit you. A porn and damn. I don't even. No comment. That is crazy. What the hell is that? Number 12. Constantly being let down by the men I've slept with. They didn't get hard easily, and I felt like it was my fault. That made me lose interest in sex and makes me feel less desirable sexually. Damn. That happened more than once with more than one man? They didn't get hard easily, and I felt like it was my fault? I'm not going to comment on that seriously because okay. Damn. I can understand why. Whoa. The manipulative tactics. He said he needed X amount of times. It would have been nice to have been asked what I wanted. It made me feel like a chore, like something on a to-do list. Then he'd buy me multiple gifts, which I didn't ask for. He'd hold that over my head and manipulate me into having sex. It made me feel the gesture wasn't genuine, more of an insurance policy, as if I owed him something. Okay, sounds like you're not married. Thank God. You need to leave him. You need to know who you're dealing with. You understand who you're dealing with now, so you need to cut that off and find someone that feels the same way you do, that's going to reciprocate what you want to be reciprocated. That is not it. He needs someone who's going to, he needs that type of woman who's going to accept that. You're not accepting that. That's all that is. That's an easy fix. A lot of these things that I'm reading, I'm not going to even lie, are easy fixes. And it doesn't seem like you're married. These are all relationships for us, just being girlfriend and boyfriend. My ex didn't initiate sex at all. It was the most lackluster sex. Sex almost felt like taking the seat next to a stranger on the bus. It was weird and awkward and didn't feel very good. See, again, after 3 or 4 times and you're dating, it's time to move on. Period. Ain't nothing to talk about. I'm pretty sure the next man you won't have to initiate the sex with. Come on now. A lot of this shit could be easily fixed. Tell them that I don't like performing a specific act in bed and them not believing me because every other woman, I get that. Again, find a man that respect what you would like to do, and don't do. That part. Easy fixes to me. Two more. Cancer complications from, I'm not going to read that. Again, medical situations, that's obvious. I'm not going to read that. And the husband or the girl or the boyfriend should understand that. That's when you two need to talk and have some type of understanding. And that understanding is only between you two. So, no. And finally, number 17, being so overly objectified. I like being sexually appreciated and I love sex, but honestly, there is a point where it goes too far. Like having a question with a fuck buddy. I mean, like having a conversation with a fuck buddy and he's too busy poking my boob rather than listening. I see what you're saying. And other such situations made me feel degraded. My most recent ex constantly reverted any conversation to sex, like literally anything. For example, I would be on my period and he's trying to initiate sexy talk over messages even after I told him I'm on my period and I'm not in the mood for shit like that. Again, I feel like I wasn't a person, but an object. Yeah, I get you. Again, you're picking the wrong guys. And you did say your ex, I'm glad you left him alone. Unfortunately, a lot of these things you won't know about the individual until you are with the individual, until that mask comes off. Hopefully, it doesn't take you long to figure out that individual so you can easily move on, for real. Hopefully, it doesn't require giving up your body too much to figure out that guy is a quote-unquote fucking degenerate. You have to get quick and have quick assessment values, assess the situation quickly. That's the information and suggestions and recommendations that I would give you, for real. You got to be able to assess that shit quick, because I understand it could be difficult. That is all the stories for the day. One more. And hopefully, I just noticed it says it's good now, but one more. I don't have to bring up a graphic for it. Tonight at 7:00 on Netflix, Mike Tyson, old man Tyson, will be having a boxing match with the YouTuber, I believe, what's his name, Paul Logan, whatever his name is. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be on Netflix tonight at 7:00. So please make sure you tune in to that and enjoy that fight tonight. It's going to be like 5 or 6 undercards and things like that. I might go live tonight for a quote-unquote fight party and be we can sit there and watch the fight and talk about it and have some fun tonight. Tomorrow is my birthday. I will be an old man, 54. Yes. Don't have anything planned. I don't really celebrate my birthday. I'm not one of those guys. I'm really not. The wife might want to go out to eat dinner or something, but other than that, I'm just going to lay back and chill. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to the News at Noon. I will see you again Monday. Peace.
OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.